Hello, everybody. I always got to make sure that my mic is on before I start. Um, Rambo here. Just another day. We have a lot of kind of critical areas that we have to look at that could be pivot points. With that said, let's get right to it. AMLH. No, don't get excited. This is put this way for a reason. Um, if I told you to be careful and it looked just like this, you'd be, oh no, man, we're going through the moon. This is taking off. What happens? This is AMLH. Okay. Sorry about the background, guys. I got someone in our kitchen retiling, so they're taking care of business down there. Sorry about that. Um, but that is what happens, and then everyone wants to jump off the ledge. This is done. This is toast, right? And then this happens. Okay. So now you're like, hey, we're going to the moon. And I am telling you, remember back here? Okay, well, this is where we're at. Okay. Now, I told you before, if you follow my videos enough, you know about the wolf wedge. This is a downward wedge, which is bullish. Okay. Here it starts, the first wave is here. This is called the second wave. You see these numbers right here. This is the third wave. Now, the fourth wave is what they call the bull trap. Okay, so what I'm thinking, okay, I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, but, well, now when I change the graph, that'll changes too. Okay, remember, I'm just an old man and upstairs in a dark room looking at 3 monitors. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor. But if you remember on the previous video, I was going to say, let's see if this starts the pattern, or if it breaks it, then this will all disappear. Well, we have a decision candle here, indecision candle, 2 of them actually, and now boom. Okay, what I would like to see, I'm not in the stock, but I would like to see nothing but red candles come all the way down underneath this wedge right here. Okay, why? Because first of all, I could get in really. It never fails. It always goes off right in the middle of the video. If it's nothing but red candles, that means there's no resistance going up. Okay. And so here's the target point right here. And then it bounces. And we have a big bounce. Okay. So where does that leave us? This wedge is really, really, really long. Okay. It is a nice looking wedge, and the wedge is a timeline, so it tells us when it should hit this target price, and it's just way off the screen right now. So, but at least right here by April, it should be up to 0.009. I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen, but this wedge pattern is taking a while to draw out. This started in October 7th. It took 2 months. So now we have to keep in mind again the time. February is when the OTCs really take off. So if this pattern wants to fill, a couple more 20% down days could get us down here really fast. And then just have a really big explosion. I don't know. I'm just telling you that's what the pattern is showing me right now. I mean, tomorrow we you know we could have a couple green days, break the pattern, and then consolidate and then take off again. All kinds of scenarios still open. So we'll wait and see on AMLH. Um, Next we have is SYBIL. Remember, here's the secondary support right here. This is the primary support, and here's the Andrews pitchfork. And the way it looks right now, this is the one of the stocks that I said is going to be, tomorrow should help us to find out what's going on here. So it did break this support, which isn't good. People started to jump off the ledge when it got down below this support line. I said, you always plan and you trade your chart, and you always let the candle finish. Okay, so I'm sure someone got scared and they sold. Oh, it broke support, and then the end of the day, where is it? Right on the support. So I mean, we could have a nice little bounce here, and then we break this resistance here, and maybe another pullback, and then boom, and here you got out because it broke support, did not let the candle finish. And it's the same way the other way too. That happened to me a few times. Here's resistance, it breaks resistance, I get in, and the candle finishes under resistance, and then the next couple days it goes down, and I'm bag holding. So always let the candle finish, guys, before you make a decision on if you're in the decision area like this is, on what to do. Okay, so we're still underneath the pitchfork resistance right here. There's gonna have to be some kind of decision made here pretty soon. I'm looking timeline wise about January 11th or so. So that's what we have to look forward to with SYBIL. DPLS. Here we are kind of straddling typical OTC. We did stay above the support trend line though, so that's good. But now again, decision time, right? I mean, look at that. Oh, this money, the market movers know what they're doing. Okay, they're straddling you along as long as possible to get in here versus down here. And then all of a sudden, it goes down, or it could go into this is no man's land right here. All this area, we have no idea what's going to happen if it comes down here. It breaks to the downside, then we're still in the downtrend. Breaks to the upside. Don't go FOMO if we have a blue day here, because what you do is you wait for it to retest right there, and then get in. So you guys didn't know I wrote Mandarin, did you? So that's what I have with DPLS. Next we have is FERN. FERN, well, we're just about at the -1 deviation. Looks like we bounced off it. That is kind of a temporary good sign, because I'm afraid that what it's doing is, if you look, and you probably know by now, from this video, the good news is it's a bullish wolf wedge. Okay, so here's the first wave, second wave, third wave, and now it looks like we're starting the fourth wave. And then there's the target price about right there, right at the end of the wedge, and right now it looks like it's around 4 cents by March 10th. That's if everything goes according to that pattern. We could break, again, break out, and we could bounce off the one deviation and come up. So we'll see what's going to happen with FERN here in the next couple days. It should tell us if it breaks this support here at 0215. We're probably going to be finishing out this pattern. So we could maybe just by horizontal support just come down to 149, consolidate and come up, but it won't be as dramatic as if we pulled down here and really took off. So that's what I'm looking at with FERN. Next is got ahead of myself. And all of a sudden, for some reason, I can't find it. Oh, yeah, it's ILS. I comes before L. Oh, it's been a long day, guys. I'm sorry. Well, this doesn't look all that great for ILS. I'm sorry, we're breaking away from the trend line. We're going this way. There is a kind of support right here where we ended up with the bottom of that wick and that wick right here. So maybe we come back and capture this support right here, which now is resistance. Maybe consolidate, break, and then come up. That's a possibility. But if we stay below the Andrews pitchfork line right here, then we're looking at deviations being support, resistance. Here's support, here's resistance. We're looking at 0.215, 0.2166 or so, 2152 area. That would kind of right there at that support right here too. So we have horizontal support there also. And then we'll wait and see where we go from here. It's it seems like though there's support right above the first deviation line here, so maybe we get down to like 2-3 or so, and then maybe start our way back up. But guys, how many times have I told you? Here's where here's the smart money line right here. Right? You sell here, you sell here, you buy here, and if it comes down here, guys, we're looking at a perfect buy-in area for a nice run in the end of January and February. So not bad. Oh, I'm sorry, I misled you guys. This is the average price. Here's smart money price right here. Okay, so this is the first deviation negative. Here's the first deviation positive. We spent again, most of the time stays between these two deviations right here. And obviously we spent darn near all of our time down here. Just one little part maybe up there where it got out 1-2 right here, and then boom. Everyone's happy and thinks it's just, and no one's complaining that we're way oversold or overbought up here, but no one's complaining. But it comes down and oh my goodness, what's going on? Nothing. It's just the price averaging out. Okay, it's correcting itself. That's what correction means. Is correcting the price to get back down to the average price. So that's what's going on with ILS. If anything, I'm licking my chops if it gets down here. That'd be great. So that's what I have for ILS. LCLP. I put a support trend line up here. We broke that and we touched the support, the daily support here ended about right here. So um, great buying area right here. We have here's your smart money right here, and that would have been a great time to get in. And look at that, right on the 1.5 deviation mark. It's like they know. Just like right here, selling right on the 1.5 positive deviation. Smart money, really smart money, right here on the blue lines. Oh yeah. So still not that bad of a place to be buying. Could we break the support and come back down to the 1.5? There's that chance of doing that. If so, great. Obviously, history tells us that that would be a good sign on getting in. So nothing wrong with getting in at discount prices before the end of January on OTC stocks. So nothing wrong with that. MJWL, everyone, I mean, talk about the blue area being the selling area. Look at this, guys. 1, 2, 3.5 deviations up. And again, if I did this thing right, here we are, we're going to the moon, right here. There's nothing stopping us. Well, the deviations say, yep, 99.9% of the time. Well, right here, 98% of the time, it doesn't go past here and hold. Here it tried, boom, right here. Here it did, but then right away, boom, drop down, done. Okay, sometimes it goes to the 4th deviation. I understand that, but guys, when you're up here, start taking your money out, because what happens? Right here, oh, we're going to the moon. Okay, buy the dip, right? Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. We're going up. All right, now here we have lows getting higher, good sign, right? Highs getting higher. This might have been a good time to get in right here. This bounces here, stop loss then is moved to right here, comes in. Now I can't move, there we go. Now all those lines don't make sense, but you get in right here, you're in, and you make that move here. You see this massive topping tail. We're about close to the 1st deviation. Maybe take some money out. Maybe it might go up because of prior history. You get another indecision candle. You get out right there. Maybe get in on this move. Maybe right here. Get out right here. And then boom, it drops all the way down. It's just correcting itself, guys. That's all that it's doing. But with that said, we're in no man's land right here, deviation wise. There's no data to tell us where there might be a pivot here off the 1.5 or the 2 or 2.5 down here. We do have a bullish pattern though, and it looks really, really good for MJWL. This is the potential reverse zone. This is the optimum price, or the harmonic optimum price. This is probably pretty much as low as it would go. We're just about there. We broke the support here at 0.485. The optimum price is 0.381. And then traditionally what happens is we reverse, hence this reverse zone right here. It breaks the reverse zone. Don't get stupid. Just because it breaks this doesn't mean we're going through the moon, because what usually happens is then it comes back down and retests that reverse zone, and then it takes off. Now with this pattern, unfortunately, the bearish bullish pattern, the first target is already at 0.847. Again, if you want to be really aggressive, this is a good area. I mean, here's the smart money right here. So we're below that. And you could, ride out through all this. But then, it hits the target at 0847. Then we have one at 1111. And then our third pattern is up to 1.1686 up here. So looks like really good timing coming into January for MJWL. Next one, WOUV. All right, OWUV had a bounce here. Let's see where we had the bounce in the Fibonacci. Right off the 61.8. That's a good rest. The thing is, very, very steep up. This could be just like steep up. We have a little glitch and going down, it comes back up. Same way going down, guys. Going down steep, a little glitch. I would be very, very careful. If you're, hopefully, you guys, 5% stop loss, you would have been out right here just enjoying the nice dip before you get back into it. So, but it did bounce off the support right here. So this could start, coming up here. But look, guys, it's just, if you're thinking about getting in this, put a date night into it, or money into it, or something like that. Just be very careful. There's 9,000 other stocks out, out there that are down here starting to do this, and you get in here, and then it goes up instead of buying in right here. So, because the risk to reward ratio is just really tricky on this one. Yes, the question is, you never know how high it could go. It could go to whatever, way up here, in a no man's land. But that's up to you to determine. I personally, I'll see what it does tomorrow. If we have another nice day tomorrow, I might put a little into it and let it run up. But I suspect that we might have, maybe another hype day, and then something like this. That's just my 2 cents. But I've just seen it too many times before. But that's what I have for WOUV. I hope it for you guys that are in it, I hope it takes off, and I'll be happy for you. But it's just too much for me right now. I should have been in it a long time ago. Everyone says that, but don't get into every single one, paying attention to too many other stocks, and some slip through the cracks. So don't ever let that get you down. PUGE, well, see, up quick, a blue day after some red days. Okay, here we go, and then boom. All right, so just keep this in mind when you're thinking about getting into stocks that are just taking off. So this one, PUGE, it's starting to consolidate and get close to the downward trend line right here. So that's good. Now don't say, well, Ron, okay, now we have a higher high and higher low, right here. It double bottom, and now here's a high. Well, look, here's the previous high. It didn't even get above that high, let alone this is the high. All right, so this could very well come back down here. If we get a triple bottom right here and it starts to come up, well, maybe put some money in. We might have a pattern like this, might test it again and then break, and this might be a good area. Here's the smart money line though. Here, I mean, it's just right there. All right, so it did go 2 deviations above. This hit the third deviation, so um, but there's a lot of support right here. So if it does get down to the 0038 range, this might be uh, a good play to get in here. Maybe a little bit lower right here. I'm just trying to see. Looks like we might kind of have some support right here. No, it's not about the same. Well, maybe it is. If I draw it right, yeah. So maybe it will come down here. It meets that resistance right there, on deviation wise. So this might be a good area to get into. Let me see where that would be at. It's about right here. 0034 area. So just keep that in mind. We'll see what happens. Or it just might actually bounce off the support at 0038. Close enough. So that's what I have for PUGE. Next, I have my little picks. I have BOTY. We finished at 10 today, I believe. Let's see, where did we go? Yep, we're at 10. So yippee skippy. You know what? I don't know how much I'm up, but 10% or something like that. So, but guys, I'm right now. I'm not even paying attention to this. I'm waiting for February, so I'm just letting it cruise along, just like right here, and then hopefully. Now you got to remember the market is down. So are we going to get, I don't know, what was that? 400%. Come on, computer. I know you're there. There it is. Okay, 1,270%. So I don't, with the way the market is right now, I don't think we're going to get big, massive hikes like that this year. What I think, instead of 1,200, maybe 600, 700, something like that. But that's a lot to ask for on a market that's really kind of been oppressed here with the OTC overall. So, but still a big amount to be made here if the cards go right. WNBD doing very nicely. Again, I got in at 0009. We're at 0011 right now, so very nice. Tomorrow it could be back down to 0009 again. But again, let it bounce around for right now. I'm fine with that. And then wait till this. See, that's history. I'm getting in because we're about this time, and we're about this area. So, and again, this is another reminder, guys. You don't get in, make your money and get out. Be happy. This is insane. If you, when it gets past here on the daily, just get out and be happy with what you made. When you're in down here, smart money only really once, because here's the the -1 deviation line right here. So it just touched it right here. We did break this downtrend line. That's a really, really good sign. We have a low rate or a high right here, and we have a high right there. So we're starting to put in higher highs. Here's a low right there. There's a low right there. So we're putting in higher lows. So I'm feeling really good in my position here. We could see it back, hit 9 again, and then come up and set another high at 14 or something like that. But really, this is just this is consolidation area right here. So all it's doing is buying time until the end of January, February, hopefully, because we never know. But we're making educated guesses. We're making based off of history, where we're at right here, going off of the trend. Broke the trend line. Things are looking good for this. This is why I like the way that this looked, and why I got into it and wanted to tell you guys about this one, because if this goes up and you guys got in with me and we all make money, that would make me really happy. So with that said, guys, please give me a like, subscribe if you enjoy. Again, I'd like to remind you of Moon Market in his Discord, where I'm in there every single day doing streaming and pointing out things on the chart, making calls, people asking me about calls, things like that, how to understand all this gibberish, and it's fun. So I'd like to invite you to join that. And with that said, guys, have a good night.